Alright, hopefully we're back here. I think we are back live here on Tuesday night live streams. Lots to do. Now, we scanned a couple of Amiibo in already. They're ones that are already fighters in the game. You didn't miss anything, but apparently the webcam's having some issues. We looked at 8-Bit Link. We looked at Yarn Yoshi. These just put in Yoshi and Link, so nothing special. I kind of expected that's what was going to happen, but you can't be too sure. Again, this is Nintendo we're talking about. Who knows what they're going to do? So let's pick something. Let's pick something a little more wacky. How about one of the Able sisters? Mabel, Sable, Babel, whatever her name is. It's been so long since I've checked on my Animal Crossing town. They're probably all dead. Oh, the whole sisters are here. See, this is why we're doing this. Shield durability increases shield strength. And I want to go ahead and start this by saying I love what's going on here, alright? This really adds to your investment. You've bought all these Amiibos once. Now you got this new game. You put them in here, and you can see these great, I mean, I don't want to call them cutscenes, but that's pretty. I like to see that. And there's something I can do with this. Jester's Gaming Bids have joined us. Welcome, buddy. Great to see you in our live stream tonight. Alright, so we got her out of the way. Let's pick another one. How about the squid? Okay, so the squid just pulls in the Inklings, and I think that's because the squid was part of the 3-pack, and that's the reason. Came with the male and female Inkling. I like that Inkling. Kind of a nerd, kind of cool looking. Squiddy. You can tell Molly did some of these ages ago. Molly's our resident Splatoon expert. I was never very good at it. She maxed out 2 accounts. Mr. Charmander has joined us. Welcome, Mr. Charmander. Welcome to the Emceemur Show. Glad to have you here. Make sure that everybody watching this mashes that like button and make sure that you subscribe to the Emceemur Show. If you haven't already done so, be the best part of Mer Nation. We're rising up all the great things that we've got going on right here on the Emceemur Show. You need to be a part of. So, there is the Inkling. So we'll put the squid away. Moving right along. So many Amiibos. I think of the money that's been spent on these stinky things. It's unbelievable. Alright, let's see what else we got. Here's a disagreeable character. Rossetti the Mole. Always there to remind you that you did not save your game and you fell asleep while playing Animal Crossing. Primary. Look at the power ratings off the grid here. Rossetti is miffed. He's coming at you swinging. Look at those deep greens. Look at those sparkles. I'm into this, man. And like I said, I'm building up a Ridley amiibo to be the deadliest freaking thing on planet Earth. I wasn't sure if you could bring those into the online or not. Probably not, because there would be, I don't know. I still think it would be a neat thing. But still, to me, this is neat. This is Toys to Life with a purpose, whereas Skylanders and all these other things just couldn't deliver on that. This is an investment that keeps on going because you keep getting these games where it's going to do more in it. There's more, these are characters that we know. You know, these are characters that trigger some kind of freaking memories there. Ohaz Gaming says Rossetti is so annoying. It's super power nag. He is. He's a very disagreeable chap. But I'll say that I'm glad he's here. Let's see what else we got. Also from Splatoon fame, we have Callie. Now, if any of y'all are hard up for money and you bought the Callie and Marie amiibos, I'm not saying you should do this. I don't want to do it. But Callie and Marie loose are going for about 100 big ones on the market right now. So that's just freaking nuts. Fast Final Smash meter and increases the meter charging speed if that's what you're playing with. So it looks like Callie and Marie are a joint effort there. We don't need to scan both of those. Legend. I need to get on the level of knowing what all. I know there's different types of these. We've seen power. We've seen support. We want to know what all these do, but it's going to take some time to get through them all. God help us. But we invested in this full force. We got the Fighters Pass. So everything about this game we are going to see. Yes, you heard that right. $100, $150 if they're sealed. And I only opened all mine up to use them and for space issues. So we've got Duck Hunt Dog. Scanning them in. Pretty sure you can be Duck Hunt Dog though. But he's one of my favorites. When they brought Duck Hunt Dog out, I crapped my pants. DHD. Mr. Charmander says, do some Smash. We're going to do some Smash. I just got to scan in some of these. Again, that's the whole tone of the show tonight, is getting all these put in. And we want to build up the nastiest freaking Amiibo that we can build up. We've done we did a launch night stream of it, and there's going to be some more gameplay, and we're probably going to do some tonight. Double J has joined us, and it's Vader time. I just watched Vader suplex somebody in a clip he sent me. It was pretty brutal. Pretty sure that Zero Suit Samus is just, well, it'll be, this is not, oh, it wants me to scan the other one again. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. It wants Duck Hunt Dog back. Okay. Duck Hunt Dog! I'm a sucker for tradition, so we'll just keep it looking like it looks. Yeet, Duck Hunt Dog. Just look at him. Love him. Put him away. We got Amiibos everywhere. Alright, Zero Suit Samus. Okay, so I think we're just getting Samus here. Or Zero Suit Samus. Talking about that ZSS. Yeet the detail in her buttocks. And there she is. Oh my goodness, that's a little revealing. That gives new meaning to Zero Suit. Dino's Games 988 says, play me online. Well, I'm game for that. But we got to get through our central presentation here, scanning the Amiibos in first. I do want to do a series where we play some other tubers. Not that I'm going to do any damage to them because I'm not great, but that's okay. It's still a fun game to mash those buttons and have a good old time with. Uh-oh, look who we got here. Next on the list is Timmy and Tommy. The Nooklings. Timmy and Tommy's is now open. Spirits. So are they spirits? Is that what's up? Again, we got to see what all these things do. Let's see who else we've got here. Oh, yep. Here we go. I'm getting stomped online. I am too. And you can believe this or not. Anybody that tuned in for the launch stream, we were in there at midnight on the dot. I think it was even 11:59. We were in and we were online. And the first dude to come up was a dark-skinned King K. Rool and a dark Donkey Kong. So it's like, who unlocked K. Rool already in 1 minute? And they stomped us flat. We got Digby from the Animal Crossing Homeowners Association. Yeet, Digby! Battering items. Power. So nowhere near as power ranked as Rossetti the Mole, because he's nowhere near as angry as him. But he looks cool. Again, I love these backdrops. I love the stats. And there's slots here, and I'm wondering what that does. All kind of stuff we gotta figure out about this game. You know, that's different from Wii U Smash. And it's surprising to me how many people skipped out on Smash Wii U, and they're just hitting this now. And I guess that's okay in hindsight, but I know I enjoyed it. Brandon Friesen Factor has joined us. Welcome, BFF. Great to have you on this special edition of TNL. Again, we're getting started a little bit late tonight, but we're going to check out some Amiibos. Dino says, I have everyone unlocked but haven't scanned any Amiibo yet. Didn't realize they unlock stuff. Yeah, if you really want to max these things out, you get some spirit abilities, you get some stuff you can, you know, again, I'm trying to build the Ridley from hell, and Ridley's already getting kind of scary. I can't beat my own Amiibo. Alright, here we go. Rob the Robot. I still got to get Famicom Rob. I know he'll be the same thing in here, but for collection's sake, I just need to pick him up next time I see him. And you know, I've never found a Rob in the wild. Captain Retro's found like 4 of them. And they're never complete when you find them. I mean, I think he found 1 or 2 that were, but... Such detail in these things. I mean, he's even got a little on-off switch there on his butt. Yeet him. Look at the Army Green Camo Edition, Rob. He's going commando on your butts. Ice Pirate says, I want a Wii U so bad. Well, that dude at the Smash launch destroyed one in the street and made a video about it. I was like, I can't get behind that, man. Not into destroying systems, man. I mean, if it's a piece of junk, do what you got to do, but it's a Wii U. I mean, I know people in addition to you that still need one, you know. And they're, you know, they're not the most plentiful things now because everybody just kind of slept on it. All the scalpers bought them up day one, and it was like, then they were trying to return them to the GameStops like the day after because nobody was buying them for the prices they were trying to get. And it's like, I noticed they're doing that with the arcade 1-ups right now, too. A lot of scalpers trying to pass those off as real machines for like $500 on eBay, and they're just sitting there because they can't even sell them in the Walmart for regular retail. It's nuts, man. The holiday does crazy stuff to people. Also, from Animal Crossing fame, my favorite and yours, KK Slider. Everybody's favorite Jack Russell Terrier. DJ KK. He's mixing the tables. He's advanced. I need to know what these slots mean. Can be enhanced at level 99. I need to know what all this means. I gotta plead ignorant. I just don't. I watched all the directs and they touched on a lot of this stuff. And a lot of it just... I mean, I got the gist of what they were saying, but not to the point of give me the controller, I know what to do. GameStop isn't a good fit for me anymore ever since they stopped selling the GameCube games. I'm going to tell you, what they did with that was horrible, because after they stopped selling the GameCube games, they threw them all in the garbage and wrote them off. And God knows how many wonderful treasures got thrown out. We just didn't think that was going to happen, you know? Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got a few more Animal Crossing people. We had to have all those because my family went really nuts for Animal Crossing. We're really stoked for a new Animal Crossing right here on the Nintendo Switch. Tom Nook. Yeet Tom Nook. Chit Chat Gaming. Mike is in the house. Welcome, Mike, to our special edition of Tuesday Night live stream, scanning in some crazy Amiibos. I know Mike's doing some Smash at home. Slots. I gotta know what that is. That's bothering me. But you know, any of these Amiibos, as you level them up fighting and whatnot. Here's the alpaca chick from the store. What's her name? Reese? Alright, so Cyrus and Reese are a team. Or Club Equipped. So this is a support one. Start battles with an Ore Club. Oh, well, I can't say that's a bad thing. Gen X Grown Up has joined us. Welcome, Gen X, as well as Top Spot 123. I only have 2 Amiibo open. 8-Bit Mario and Super Mario Cereal. Now, Top Spot just hit it on the head. Can we scan Mario Cereal in this? Surely you can, right? It's just that piece off the box. I've got a box in there. The John Cena Amiibo is a Scooby-Doo Amiibo. They're a married couple. Yeah, we're going to have to go run and get a Mario cereal box here in just a moment. So, Top Spot really nailed it with that one. We got to do that. I have a box of tricks. Will that work? You can't rule it out. This is Nintendo we're talking about. They're not very transparent in all the secrets, Easter eggs, and magic they hide within the confines of their fantastic products. And as much as they may vex us and frustrate us and drive us crazy with the things that we hope that they do and they don't end up doing it the direction like we want to do, we love them that much more because we have that nostalgia factor. Their characters have that it factor. It's just exactly what you want sometimes. Again, when they came out with that Duck Hunt Dog Amiibo, I was like, oh my god. I don't care if it wasn't even an Amiibo. It was just a figure. I'm done. BFF says, Gen X, your channel is you gotta, yeah, Gen X is something else, man. And they're doing a great new series, the A to Z's of Gen X, that's going to go throughout the holiday season and into January probably. Starting already with A, which was Atari 2600, no shock there. Something near and dear to my heart, but something you really ought to make sure you tune into on their channel. If you haven't watched them already, chances are there's probably something there for you, even if you are not a Gen Xer. Gotta grow old? You don't have to grow up. Just shared the stream, Mur. I appreciate that. Let them know what's up. Shout it from the rooftops. Let them know we're scanning Amiibos. And this is the whole entire box here. This is just the first floor of my curio cabinet. How many of these things are there? I want the cereal box top. That's driving me nuts. I'm going to go get it right now. Alright, Mario cereal incoming, coming in hot. Anybody want some? This box is a special Amiibo. Scan here. Well, alright then. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Alright. First of all, let's take out the cereal. Oh, I see it. I see it. Alright. Alright, so there is an Amiibo there. I mean, maybe it doesn't do anything, but it'd be a lot cooler if it did do something. I haven't even scanned it into Mario yet. What's Nightbot getting all bent out of shape about? Oh, this is not an Amiibo supported by... Well, you know what? It was still a great suggestion, though. I mean, how did we know it didn't do anything unless we try it? So, now we know. But that was a great... I didn't have that on the list. That's good. We got that done. Alright, so Blathers the Owl was his own thing, but we didn't do his sister Celeste. Again, we did a couple of these when we first played the game. Let's see what Celeste does. Yeet Celeste. Item gravitation draws nearby items closer. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Alright, let's see who else we got here. We had Cyrus, but him and Reese were a married couple package deal. Just because it makes my heart happy and I want him in there. Let's put Pac-Man in. I know he's in the game, but I need him in here. Because you don't turn your back on the pack. He may be the one that we beef up as an example. CM Retro Gaming is here. Welcome, CM. You're just in time to scan some Amiibos with us. Waka waka indeed. Here he comes. Yeet! Look at his checkerboard plaid clothing. What is he doing? Yeet, Pac-Man and his wing boots. I don't know, I kind of just like vanilla Pac-Man. Call me old-fashioned. Now, we may beef him up just for fun. Look at him. Now, for an example of what we can do here, if we want to level him up, these are some of the hookups that we've gotten that we can beef him with. And it tells you what stats it will beef and to what level he'll be raised to if you infuse him with what we've gained from these other Amiibos. Then you have these support items, and I don't know how many of these you can put on them. Maybe that's what the slots have to do with. You can only, and that's how many they take up. I bet you that's what it is. Yeah, I bet you that's what it is. Yeah, see, because it takes all 3 of his slots to have the Ore Club. But how sweet would it be for Pac-Man to come out with a club and tear some people up? That's so cool, I almost just have to do it. I have to do it. He's getting a club. Show the club. That beefs him pretty strong there. That's pretty beefy. Rossetti's a pretty big check to cash there. But we'll go ahead and put him in there. I want to see Pac-Man get beefed. So it's not necessarily boost your unlocking. If you use any Amiibo that's an actual character in the game, then they can be your, that's one of your, like a familiar. You can train that Amiibo to fight on its own or alongside you in a battle. But the ones that aren't in the game, they still do things. They unlock these special bonuses, and we don't even know what the Nooklings did. That had to do with a spirit world, I think. Is there a shop there? I mean, what's going to happen? What is this madness? Battering items power. Does that include the club? I mean, I don't want to shoot everything in one shot here, but that's a pretty good example. And so now we've already got Pac-Man up to level 6 without him even having to fight a battle yet. And he will fight a battle. We will look at him later on. And yes, this is one thing I don't like about the menus. Just save it or prompt me to do it. Don't put me in a position where I may accidentally don't do it. Yes, I want to save changes to it. Just make that an option. There's a lot of vagueness in the menus on here. It would probably be about my only complaint with this game so far. It'll be real easy. It is real easy to make a mistake. Now here we have from Animal Crossing. B is for Bay. You're getting a Gen X spoiler tonight. B is for Battleship. I've spent some time on some Battleship. Here's the captain from the island on Animal Crossing. Let's put Captain in and see what he does. Yeet the Captain. Easier dodging. So he's a support Amiibo. I don't think I've added any support Amiibos to Ridley. I want to make sure that we do that. Increases period of invincibility when dodging. And air dodges travel farther. So that's pretty cool. Again, if you're really into this game, if you're really about your grind, if you're really about your Smash Brothers, my dude, you are going to buy some more Amiibos. I know it sucks, but just go buy them. We've already pre-ordered the Diablo Goblin Amiibo. Didn't even know about that except from the community. People told me watching videos, and that's great. That's why we're here, to network. We ordered the Ice Climber Amiibo. That's going to be off the hook. I want to say most of these are in the game. I wanted to try these, though. Like the Metal Mario. Let's see what he does. Probably just Mario. That's probably not going to do anything. But do we know that? I mean, I don't know that. It's Metal Mario. What if he comes out and he's Metal Mario? Can't wait to smash... Oh, my God. Soulja Boy. I hadn't heard about him in a minute. Alright, so there we go. So it's just Mario. Big deal. Now, I think that's too cool for school that he's got his Maker outfit and his wedding tux. We'll go with the Maker outfit and the hard hat. I think that he even had his Apollo Creed colors going there, it looked like. Alright, Mario. You didn't come out metal, but that's okay. Up next is my favorite princess of all time, Daisy. Daisy! Alright! So she exists as like a shadow or spirit or whatever, or like a, whatever they call it, pretty much mimics Princess Toadstool. I really think that's crap, honestly. She gets her own character. Come on, man. Daisy! Let's check out her outfits. Daisy's just a princess that doesn't get enough love. She's always who I am in Mario Kart. She's just got it going on. Look at this haunted mansion looking setup she's got going. I can't say that's without its charm. Alright, Daisy. She's in. Yeah! She's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Hey now, got a lot of lurkers and only 8 thumbs up. Well, hey, smash that thumbs up button. We still got a lot to go here. Let's go ahead and put Daisy back in the toy box. Where'd she go? Oh. I almost didn't open her, but I've opened all of them. It's a storage thing. I mean, what are you going to do with all these things in the packages? I mean, if you got room for it, by all means, that's cool. But they put the thing in the package so you can't use them boxed like you could the Ski-Landers. Little Mac. Everybody's favorite lightweight up-and-comer. I would like to see more Punch-Out Amiibs. I'd like to see Bald Bull, Super Macho Man. King Hippo would make a fantastic one. Are you kidding me? The fan service is ridiculous, okay? The pink jogging suit, first of all. Second of all, original Punch-Out. I mean, or original Punch-Out in a hoodie. I gotta go original Punch-Out. It wasn't my first bout with Punch-Out. Obviously Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was, but we used to go vacationing in Amelia Island in Florida, and there was a arcade across from the little condo that we would stay at down there, and they had an original Punch-Out machine. Now this was like, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s, whatever the hell it was, but it was eons ago. But yeah, I really fell in love with that version of Punch-Out, and you know, you can get it on the Switch now. But yeah, that right, the nostalgia is through the freaking roof. I mean, nothing against Sony, nothing against Microsoft, but they have no properties that can evoke those feelings in me. And really, I don't think in anyone, for that matter. They just weren't around back then, okay? And I mean, that's a bold statement. I know anyone's childhood, that's their childhood, no matter when it was, but this is a big thing to me. It just is. I think, oh well, no, we got a few more in here we got to go through before we go to phase 2. Please remove Amiibo. What about Bowser Jr.? I only ran into the arcade Punch-Out in one arcade. Yeah, it wasn't, I mean, at least not where I was. It wasn't common. Saw them in no local arcades. That was the only one I ever saw in the wild, was in that Florida one. Surprising to see when you're only familiar with the NES version. Right, because, I mean, they were so big on the screen. And body blow, body blow, body blow, body blow, body blow. It was so great. My family just wanted to get in the water and do beach things, and I never wanted to leave that arcade. Luckily, it was right across the street from the condo, so it'd be like, you know what? I will cross the road when I am ready to come back. Gaming Historian had a great video about Punch-Out. I bet he did. He's known to have great videos. But yeah, that was a great one. Morton. It has to be Morton. But it doesn't necessarily not have to be Roy. I've always liked Morton, so we're going with Morton. He means business. Now, I realize we're not going to get done with every amiibo in the Nintendo universe in one night. That's not going to happen. I don't even have them all here. Some of them belong to other folks that'll be guests on the show, and I'm picking up 3 or 4 of them this week that I don't have, that I've located for super cheap, and that's great. But I'm not missing many Amiibos. There's just some of them here that we know we've done already, or that tie in with another one that is just going to do the same thing. Again, I mean, we don't need to put in Gold Mario. It's just going to be Mario again. What about the kitty cat from the train ride over to Animal Crossing? Ridley was the first one we did. We did Ridley, or I've got a whole episode of it, the video before this one on the channel. We put Ridley in and used it, and we claimed our Piranha Plant from the pre-order or whatever for registering the software. Rover, that's the cat's name. I couldn't think of the cat's name. But Ridley's the one I'm beefing up. I've got him to like almost to level 30, I think. So we're going to put some of this on him. Look at this, ice floor immunity. How useful would that be? I don't know. You'd have to be on an icy level. Grants immunity to ice floors and freezing attacks. Okay. Well, I mean, when that comes up, it's not the most useful thing I think I've ever seen, but okay. What about Ganondorf? And I think I needed to scan him in on Diablo, too, to unlock that stuff. Maybe I did and I don't remember. I can't keep up. Yeah, Ganondorf's not playing. He's coming to bring the heat. You never forget the ending of Ocarina, how intense that was. Just, They are interesting perks. And again, you know, you're only going to have so many because there's only so many support and buff amiibos out there. The larger amount of the amiibos are playable in-game. I like that. He looks like a freaking frost goblin or something. Let's go with that. But again, all the reason to go out and get more, and if there's any that you missed out on back in the day, a lot of them are dirt cheap. If you have a Five Below store near you, they've got a handful of the most recent Kirby ones that came out for the 3DS game or whatever. Like, I mean, everything there's $5, so they've got a handful of them that I didn't get that I'm just going to go in there for $5 a hit and get them. And they probably just unlock Kirby again, but who the hell knows? Kirby and Meta Knight and Waddle Dee, and some of those were hard to get for a minute in their first forms. I mean, Kirby wasn't, but Meta Knight was one everybody was fighting over. All right, let's go over to the case here. Let's see who else we have. We got Ridley. Most of these. Most of these are pretty much going to be fighters in game, and that doesn't mean I don't want to scan them in. but I'm more interested in some of the ones that may add to our buffs here. Like we've got Dark Pit, but we know that Pit's in the game. I want Pit in there. Because Pit is the stuff. I only want Zelda series ones. There's a few of those I got to pick up too from the new game that I did get some of them, but not all of them. And again, obviously we're not going to get them all done in this episode, so by the time we do another episode of this, I'll have picked up more. May have a guest host with some of the additional ones if I was not able to cop them all. Either way, we're going to look at all the amiibos and it's going to be fun. And there should be a Battletoads amiibo. There really should. We've waited long enough on that. Bring it out. Yeet Pit. See, the thing is you would never get enough buffs and support to really buff up all of these. I mean, maybe you could do multiple ones. I don't know, but I don't know that it even allows you to do that. I think once it's been done, you got credit for that, and it probably doesn't let you do that again. So, judging about what time it is in our stream so far, I want to go ahead and look at Ridley. Receiving gift. No. I didn't want a gift. What happened now? What happened? Okay, now did it just reset my amiibo, or what did it do? See, that's what I don't. This game is so temperamental. It doesn't tell you what it's doing. I just got 75 green things that say SP on them, and something that says all primaries. But if that resetted my okay, no, it didn't reset my level. All right, so we're at level 24. Scared me a minute there. I didn't see what it said it was doing. Let's go to level up. Black Hole equipped, which I think that's its natural ability, but he may have one more slot. KK's gonna buff him. That almost looks like a negative on that one, so let's just give him KK. He has just devoured KK's soul. And all of these change the ability. I'm not sure I want to do that. Not sure I want to do that. We need that black hole equipped. That's pretty cool. So we'll hold on to those for Pac-Man. So to put away, that's a vital part of it because that saves anything that you did. And then let's go to the Smash Room and let's get ready to throw some... let's go get ready to throw some bows. Yeah, soul eating in a rated E game. Who would have thought? Who'd have thunk it? Wait, look at all this crap we just unlocked. Spirit points. See, this is why we do this. We don't even know what we're getting, right? We just got 75 and a gift for Ridley. So then what do you want to do? Come back and re-scan them all later in case you get something extra? Who is this? Are you guys seeing this? Agatha? Who is this? I don't know who this is. Help me out here if you know more about this than I do. Who is Agatha? Lipstick equipped. Hit an opponent with it to slowly drain their health. Well, we know Agatha's not a fighter, or she wouldn't be standing in this scene. It takes one slot. From Twilight Princess. That would explain it. I didn't play through Twilight Princess. We played it for a few hours until we got done with a 12er. And I was still throwing chickens and had no sword. And I couldn't walk straight. And I couldn't see straight. So I just said, you know what? I'm done. I just wasn't that excited about it. I'm not saying it's not a good game. I'm going back to it. But I was such a purist back in those days. And that's not even the right word, because that means that the game is not legit. And of course it is. But for me, it was always the 8-bit Zeldas and Link to the Past. And I just couldn't break away from that, other than maybe for Ocarina. All the later games were a tough sell for me. But I've got Mint Twilight Princesses in the house. And I will experience that eventually when I get time. But still to this day, I beat 8-bit Zelda once a year, whether I need it or not. It's just one of those things I do. Let's see what else we got. We got a bunch of squids on a tree. There's nothing wrong with that. These are all like puzzle pieces that you got to unlock. Like they're achievements. And they'll tell you what they are. Collect 10 unique spirits. So once you've done that, you unlock stuff on this. Classic mode's got its own thing. Online's got it. This game has depth, okay? This game has freaking depth. Top Spot says, once you get past the first couple of... Okay, it's good to know it wasn't just me then. I mean, I know I had drank a lot of beer. Do you have extra Wii U copies? No, I do not. And I wish I'd had the... I need the one with the dadgum Amiibo in it. That's one that I didn't get, but we're working on that. We got a line on that. What did Wario give us? That was unlock a store, which we did with the Nooklings. So much going on here. Do you remember Legion of Power toys from the 80s? Sounds familiar. Or I'm thinking of Captain Power, where you shoot your TV. That's what I'm thinking of. Alright, without further ado, we did some unlocks. We're far from done. But that's going to be all the ones we scanned for this episode. There's going to be more in a follow-up episode. There's going to be more to do, and we're definitely going to do that. I didn't think I'd get so excited about this. I knew it had to be done, but I'm actually kind of pumped. Let's get in here and let's throw some bows. Specifically against our beefed up Amiibos that we've done. It's good training for me anyway. We'll do a random field. An Amiibo tease. Yeah, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. We're nowhere near done. And we're not going to get it all done in 1 hour, so it's cool. Alright, where's Pac-Man? We beefed Pac-Man just a little bit. Pac-freaking-Man! He's already level 6. Now, we should be able to beat Pac-Man. But he's got some oomph. We're going to go at him with Mario. I'm comfortable with Mario. He's kind of a comfort zone. Yeet, Captain Power. Yeah, you put him in the little cockpit of the ship and shoot it. And when he dies in the VHS tape game or whatever, he comes flying out of the cockpit and you lose or whatever. Kind of like an Action Max. Oh, is this the club Pac-Man was supposed to start with and I took it from him? I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, that's the Ore Club. So we've actually turned against Pac-Man with his own weapon here. Bad looks for Pac-Man. And the irony of that is he is leveling up. Getting smacked with it. Ooh! Not at all what Pac-Man wanted done. Mario versus Sub-Zero. Don't tempt them, they'll do it. They already put a Persona character in here, and I'm not really sure what the point to that was, but okay. I have nothing against Persona, so bring it. This Ore Club is not wearing down, so is that just something that you're going to have? I mean, it's cool that it's there, but he's got to go get it first. If it gets taken away from you... Oh, don't let him get that! Oh, nuh-uh. Get over there, Mario. Put some final smash action on him. I don't like doing that to poor Pac-Man, but it's all in good fun. Pixel Game Squad is in the house. Welcome, PGS. Watching this while driving on the freeway. Well, I appreciate you coming by. We've unlocked a buttload of Amiibos tonight. And we're nowhere near done. Again, this is going to be a multi-episode series. Pac-Man's throwing fruit at me. We got an Ore Club. I can't remember which one of the Amiibos it came out of. That'd be an important one to note for later, because this is a killer club. And, yeah, so many more Amiibos to go. Again, 4 of which I got to pick up this week. And what is Pac-Man trying to pull here? What is Pac-Man trying to pull? That ain't gonna fly, Pack. And again, I'm particularly interested in the Amiibos that provide the support items and that will beef these Amiibos. I know this is such a small part of the game, but is it? Why am I so obsessed with this? And why am I buying Amiibos again? Thank God I paid my dues originally and, you know, got as many as I did. There's not many that I lack. But dadgum. I'm sure most of you watch Pixel Game Squad, but if you don't, you're missing out. I had never seen NES Pursuit before, and then I heard it, you know, of it within the last year, and man, I needed another show like that to watch. And the production levels, what those guys do, it's amazing, but it's also inspiring. It makes me want to do more with what I do. It's an absolutely fantastic production. So if there are any of you here that don't already watch Pixel Game Squad, make it a point to do so. And we are taking on Ken, or Ryu, sorry. And I was told that if you play the whole game with Ken or Ryu, it's basically a whole Street Fighter 2 homage. The music, the stages, and everything, if you actually play through the game with one of them. And I have not done that yet because I have not unlocked them yet. Boy, I wish I had my club now. Hadouken! Oh, you can! You win! Perfect! This is going to be far from perfect. Ryu's tearing me up. I feel like this is really a fight now. You know, there's always the ongoing debate of whether or not, and maybe there isn't one, but I've heard people say it, that this is not a fighting game. You know, they act like it's not a fighter. I'm not telling you it is or it isn't. But what I'm telling you is the game is such a evolving experience throughout every moment of what you do in it. There are moments of this game to me that feel very much like a platformer and not a fighter. Yeah, you're fighting, obviously. But sometimes half or more of the battle is just staying your butt on frickin' ground. And we just beat Ryu and he's in there. Nice impressions, I feel like you're in the arcade. Gen X says, I'm new to Pixel Game Squad, subscribing now. Yeah, NES Pursuit is such a fun show because they're having a blast with what they're doing anyway, but production levels through the roof. It's a great show with a cup of coffee to relax to in the afternoon. And it gets me pumped up to want to go out and hunt for games. So now, and this is an important part to remember now, we got this unlocked. You want to back out because you're not done. If you stop here and just turn it off, and they don't tell you this, you've got to back out. Then it prompts you to go back to the Amiibo menu. If you don't do that, you lose your progress with your, come here, Pac-Man, with your Amiibo. And to me, that kind of sucks. That's one flow part of the game that I think they messed up. At first, I was assuming that none of my stuff was writing to it because it wasn't prompting me to go back here. Then it made sense, well, duh, you're not scanning them a second time or a third time or whatever. But, you know, that's an easy step to forget. Like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to go do something. It's like, no. No, sir. You're not done. So let's make sure Pac-Man got his levels in there. Let's see how far he went up. I think he just went up one level. He got a gift. A snack. So he leveled 10. He really took his licks there. That's where Skylanders had it better. They stay on the base the whole time. Can't argue with that. I guess that was kind of a convenience of it. I just wish it had been something that they could have done more with. Activision turned that into a cash cow. A cow they strangled and killed. It was my understanding that Paul Reich and Fred Ford were behind a lot of it. The guys that did Star Control. Two geniuses of the modern gaming world. And, again, they'd be better off somewhere doing another Star Control game. Because they really just strangled that whole thing. Alright, we don't want to leave without making any changes. Now we have to put Pac-Man away again. So this is like a fourth time I'm having to do this because I need to save my gift. Because we're about to take on Ridley, and Ridley's going to tear us another one. But just for the sake of seeing all the hard work we've put in here. But yeah, it's easy to miss a step here, and then, dadgummit, you know, I didn't save it again. I lost what I did, and I mean, a gift like that or something that's triggered, I mean, I would assume that's lost for good. So I don't know. I mean, I can't sit here and complain about the game. The game is what it is. I mean, it's another Nintendo masterpiece. And in something so in-depth, something so large, so robust, there has to be openings for issues. Okay? I mean, it can't be flawless. My favorite games are some of the hugest ones out there, and they're not going to be flawless. Skyrim's full of bugs. Witcher's full of bugs. Call the Orchid Man on that one. But you know what I mean? You're going to have some of that, so. Captain Retro says you have a lot of Amiibos. Don't get carpal tunnel getting all those bad boys in one sitting. Take your time and good rest. Support this stream could be 12 hours or more. It could be, and that's why we're splitting this to multiple episodes. We know that we still have a lot of Amiibos that we got to get through. There's Amiibos still in the store that we got to go pick up from a store clerk, and we're happy with the method of payment we decided to use. We decided to pay for the Amiibos. Then we're going to have the Amiibos. We're going to have lots of Amiibos. We're going to need a scan. We're going to look at each one of the Amiibos very carefully to make sure that we get all the bonuses from all the Amiibos. Make sure that we save the Amiibos. After we get the bonuses from the Amiibos that we purchased from the store, we got to make sure that we get everything from each Amiibos. We put them in each of them. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. It's going to take multiple episodes. Lots to do. But most importantly, we're going to play Ridley, and Ridley's going to tear us another butthole real quick. Or will Ridley tear us another butthole? I don't know. Probably, though, because he's coming at us, she's coming at, whatever the hell Ridley is, coming at us with more beef than Pac-Man was. Sitting at level 25 with the buffs that we just added in from the Amiibos that we scanned in the episode that I can't wait to see what Ridley brings to the table, and we're going to do it with Mario because that's just what we're comfortable with. Or maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone. We're going to put Pit in there. We're going to kick some butt. I love Pit, love the artwork, love the bow and arrows. Really love Link, too. Link with the sword, at least that's something that I can gravitate to with my simplicity and my skill style. I'm obviously not very good at this game. But if I have a weapon I can hit with... Oh, good lord. Uh-oh, Ridley's opened the hole. That's the special ability. Yeah, get off my airplane. What movie was that? Air Force One? Harrison Ford? This is my plane. Arrows for you. Oh, come on, Pit. We're not going out like that. Yeah, no, sir. Okay, okay, okay. Come on now. The mumble rap. Oh, and now come on. So that was just an insta-kill and a level up for Ridley. Eventually your Meebs get so powerful, you can't beat them anymore. But you're training them, you know. And they can fight alongside you. Oh, that was my smash bubble, and you know it. Here it comes. Look at this. Look at this mess. Pit's putting up a fight. Liking Pit. I will catch up on the chat in just a moment, but this is intense. Yeah, come on up here. I'm not going down to you. I know better than that. Ooh. No, you're not coming back up. Yeah, hit the mat. We're actually winning this fight, ladies and gents. Look at me getting all cocky, and then here we go. Oh, see you, Pit. Pit's in the pit. Alright, it's 1-1 here. Oh, we have a creature coming out at us here. This is not good. Oh, come on, Pit. It can't end that way. But it totally ended that way. Ridley was not taking the fall. Ridley levels up. Ridley will go on as it will retain its championship. Been fun hanging out. Yeah, we're about done here, honestly, man. The show's winding to a close. We're about out of time. I think we will do one more match alongside our Amiibo. just to check that out. But yeah, you saw the best of what we had tonight, and I appreciate you coming by. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Having a great time here tonight. Let's go ahead for a random match. Tempted to do another one with Pac-Man too, but we can do that another night. We want to add members. Some randos on the CPU. We want to change to team battle. This can be really troublesome too if you don't set all this just right. So easy to get a match where your own dude's against you or whatever. I'm liking my odds with Pit. Let's go. Old Dirty Gamer says Pikachu. Yeah, I caught it a second late. Oh, but Pikachu is here though. I'm not bad with Pikachu either, so. But I am all around bad. I've never put the time into Smash. And back in the old N64 days, even though I had one at launch, by the time Smash came out, again, nobody I knew had it, nobody I knew was playing it. It just wasn't a thing. Not in our parts, it wasn't. I know a lot of people just thought it hung the moon, but I don't know. And I didn't even do a GameCube when they came out. I was like, that's enough. Y'all quit making systems. I got a wall full of systems here. Y'all just stop. Now, of course, I have all that stuff now, but back in the day, it was a hard thing to make sense of purchasing. It gets going so crazy on these screens that you just can't even see what's going on. And I'm dead. Unbelievable. I can't ever double jump to get my... You get away from that hammer. Yeah, the hammer of regularity +2 coming at you with unbridled charisma and extra dexterity. Equalizing the fight. Pit ain't having none of it. We have a variation of the Animal Crossing villager and a very electric Pikachu to deal with. Don't you get your bug net at me. I got a laser gun for you. I'm in the net. Look at this. See ya, Peak. Is Dr. Wily in here, or am I tripping out right now? And I just fell to my death because it'll get you. It'll catch you looking. You'll be looking at something. What just happened with Dr. Wily? I think we won because of him. I can't tell. Well, we won the match. Even if I had died, I think Ridley would have been cleanup dude on that. Did we trigger an incoming foe? Great way to end the stream. One more. Who's coming in? Marth. Or Ike. Sorry, all these Fire Emblem people start to look the same after a while. Another series that I don't have nearly enough experience with, but I've got lots of games of. I'm really enjoying Awakening. I've got the most recent one that came out, the remake on the 3DS. And I think I just won. Game, set, and match. Thanks for coming. Ike has joined the battle. What kind of food do you give Pikachu? I don't know. Squirrel turds or something. So we learned a lot tonight. We learned what, first and foremost, what the Amiibos that we looked at did. Some of them are fighters in the game, therefore we've already got their modes in there to use the same way we're using Pac-Man and Ridley, but a lot of them were support items, a lot of them were even weapons, a lot of them were stat buffs for our Ridley, for our Pac-Man, whoever you want to use for your game at home. So that's great. We know that. We've also, look at this. What do we do with all this? I haven't even got into the spirit world and all that yet, so I'm really hoping when I go in there, I've really set myself up to have some fun with it. We have a fun Mario Sunshine Wii Fit Menage thing going on here with a Squirtle in the middle of it. Unlock 10 fighters other than me fighters, and we got a reward. This just the depth of the unlocks would be enough to keep you coming back to this as long as you have it. With all that great fan service to keep you coming back for more. We also learned, or at least I won't say learned, some people might have known, but we touched on the fact that when you're done with these, you got to make sure you back all the way out so that you're prompted to go back to the Amiibo menu and save your progress, because if you do not, and if you don't put your toys back away in the toy box, you're going to lose the progress, and worst of all, any of those special gifts or anything that you might have got. You scan them back in and see what you get as you use them, and it's just, again, it's depth that you don't even know is coming. You don't know what all this game is going to do. And we're not even halfway through the freaking Amiibos we got to do. We got more coming. No Sub-Zero. I know that's a bummer. But by God, if they made one, I'll be the first to buy them. Mortal Kombat is a game that, you know, I played plenty of. Was nowhere near as good as Street Fighter. And Sub-Zero was my go-to guy. I think a lot of people's go-to guy. Him and Scorpion. I mean, they were such ominous-looking, figures. You just gravitated toward them. They just looked like they were going to tear you up. They'd make great Amiibos. Nintendo, where you at? We need you to make some of these things. There's so many more Amiibos I'd like to see, and I think we know there's a lot more coming. Again, we've already pre-ordered the Ice Climbers. They're going to come out in February, so even though I'm going to say we're going to look at all the Amiibos, we know we're not going to be able to look at all the Amiibos because we're not even going to have all the Amiibos because there's still more Amiibos coming out. We got the Diablo Goblin coming up. We know there's going to be more to Diablo than the actual Smash Bros. Team, but we know that we're still going to strengthen Smash Bros. Just in case there's an extra Diablo item or a thing that we can get for another item for another Amiibo that we can use in the game. It's stuff that we just got to do. Don't end. I know we've had such a great time tonight, but our hour time slot is up. Such sweet sorrow, but so much more to do. Again, if you're new to the Emceemur Show, hope that you're going to drop a like on this video. Hope that you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show. Be a part of Mer Nation. We're rising up all the great stuff that we got going on right here on this channel. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smash that notification bell so that you are always the first to know when content goes live and when live streams are starting. We do something every Tuesday night. There's going to be more stuff to come. Smash is here. The Amiibo's here. There are more Amiibos coming. This was not the last episode of this that we're going to do. Obviously, we couldn't get it all done in one episode. We're going to get it all done in subsequent episodes. We're going to see what happens. We're going to watch these other Amiibos that we're building evolve. We're going to get them, bring them, we're going to watch them fight. We're going to watch their abilities evolve. We're going to see what happens with them. We're going to see what all this game has to offer, because again, the mad depth in this thing, we don't even know what's coming next. You don't even know when it hits you. There's gifts, there's things, you scan them in, there's levels, things appear, other Amiibos come out, other fighters come out, you just never know what's going to happen next in Smash Brothers. It's freaking Nintendo. No matter how much they frustrate you or don't do exactly what you want them to do, you know that you love them that much more because the fan service there, and there's always fantastic stuff coming your way that evokes that nostalgic feeling like nothing else, like no other brand, like no other thing on the planet Earth can do for you. Except maybe Sega, but they're one and the same now just about, so why split hairs? Thanks so much for coming, guys. More coming your way just as soon as humanly possible. Stay tuned to the Emceemur Show. Signing off for this evening, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.